This is Rachel over at Moonlight Library, and this is my reading journal. I decided to do this because I've been seeing it around for a little while. I went and bought a reading journal over at Michael's the other day. It's a bullet journal, just like regular their brand. I just got this new little stamping machine that has Moonlight Library on it. It says the property of Moonlight Library. Go ahead and stamp it there. My first page is just going to be an intro page. It's just the 2021 intro page. I decided to do moon imagery that I took out of Nat Geo's and some Harry Potter pages that were just a destroyed Harry Potter, an old reading or writing journal that I tore a page out of, and I'm just going to paste that in there. I thought it'd be nice to start out with just kind of an opening page that shows me, my channel, and my reading that I'm doing currently. And a nice moon image. Isn't that beautiful? So now I'm going to put together the page that actually says Moonlight Library. Just more Harry Potter pages and this little sticker that I got. There we go. And more of the notebook. I kind of messed up the first try. I got these stamps and I put Rachel Moonlight Light instead of Moonlight Library. I was maybe in a mood. I couldn't really figure out what I was doing there, obviously. But it turned out pretty cute. I like the lettering that I got. It's very standard, just bold text. So I first saw one of these journals over on Shipwrecked Library. That's also another Rachel booktuber. And I was like, the video she made was so beautiful and magical that I was like, I have to do this. This is wonderful. So there we go. Rachel Moonlight Library. And then reading journal. And I do a little washi tape up there. Give it a little character. I need to stamp in 2021 because I totally forgot to do that part. This is my first reading journal. It's kind of exciting for me because I've been meaning to do something like this for a while. Here we go on to the next page. That's going to be my index. And I like the look of it, having something to refer back to be able to find sections within your reading journal. Put a little washi up there. And then just stamp in a green ink that I have. I don't know if you can tell that's a dark green. It's the only time I use it here, but there you go. And put some cute little flowers that I just drew in with my pen. You can see my shadow the whole time. The lighting's not great in this table, but there you go. I put in these lines because I thought it was pretty, but it's a little crooked, which is fine. You're going to see here that I'm going to make these lines, and it doesn't actually matter that I made these lines because this pen bleeds through, and I find that out soon, and this page is going to change pretty soon. Just the right page, though. So it looks pretty for the time being, and I'm like, oh no, this bleeds through, but whatever. It's messy and magical, just like myself. So here I am making my bookshelves. I'm going to color in each of these books as I read them. I put 100, but I do not have a 100 reading goal. That is not something I've ever accomplished. So here I am fixing my index page because I'm like, that yellow is right there now. So instead we're going to do this page right there. Beautiful. Wonderful. Cut that out. But on each of the spines I'll put the titles of the books that I read, and then I will also add in probably at the bottom, I didn't do this here, an index. I don't know if I'm going to do different colors depending on whether I read them, got them from, or like own them, read them, got them from the library, or audiobooks. So that's a choice I have to make later, I guess. And here I am just outlining my little bookshelf because I thought it'd be cute to make a yellow bookshelf, just something sunshiny and bright. It's the only time I use yellow in this journal so far. But I kind of have a theme for the rest of it being like moon themed and stuff because I find this Nat Geo paint or pictures of the moon, and I start using that a lot because it's kind of nice having a theme throughout the beginning part at least. So I've just sped us forward, and now because this would take forever and I'd have to chat with you for a while. But I think it turned out pretty cute. Maybe I don't think I could fit any plants in there. I was like, maybe I could put some little plants with little flowers. I don't think so. I don't know what I'm going to do if I don't finish out all these books. Maybe I'll just not color them in. Color them in black. Meaning like, I did not read these. It didn't happen. But I'm not sure. This is me erasing all my little pencil lines because I had to draw it out beforehand to make sure that I actually got like 100 books into here. And it's beautiful. You see my little face blowing away the pencil erasings. All in all, I think I'm really happy with this spread. So on we go to the next page, which is going to be just books I read. I'm going to list them all out throughout the year. I've decided to put in my own paper, put a little Harry Potter page up there, little one on the bottom, and then just lined paper to use for my writing instead of drawing in my own lines because I'm not good at that, you know? I'm just like, let's go, let's fill this out, and then I get too like confident in the lines I'm drawing and they get all squiggly. You'll see that soon because that'll happen a lot. I put a little thing where I say count there, so at the end I'll be able to put my number and say like, this is how much I read. Put some washi tape, make it cute. So those are some lines I drew, and I was like, no, that's not going to be working out. And I'm like, I'm going to put that down, but wait a second, I want to put something under that. Yep, there we go. And then this is pretty nice. It's like a sky scene that I end up putting in that corner down that you can't see. And it's got like the moon shining through. Got that out of another Nat Geo. I didn't actually count how many lines I would have, but I just trust that I'll have enough lines, and here I am going through the Nat Geo finding that. Just score that I have so many Nat Geos. Makes it a lot easier for me to scrapbook with stuff like that. Although I've never scrapbooked. I usually just use my Nat Geos for decoupage purposes, but I don't really post that on here. That art that I do. So just pasting that in there. Gotta cut away the edges. A little sneak peek at the next page. Bill. And then I will do a walkthrough at the end so you can see all the pages just a little faster, or, you know, or get more time with it, I guess. So this one is going to be, it's an open book, and on each page I'm going to put the best book that I read in each month. So there are 14, but I'm going to color in outside line as the cover line. I will eventually do that. I think that it looks pretty nice though. It's probably one of my favorite pages that I drew, at least, because it's just like, it's got this aesthetic to it that's like, hey, I'm a book, you know, this is what you're doing, and I think it's really cute. So I put best book of the month in stamps here, you'll see. I wanted to put book of the month, but then I was like, no, Rachel, you get book of the month, you have that subscription, so it might be confusing, but it's like confusing to who? Because I know it's not book of the month. There we go. Pretty cute. Maybe I'll put some stickers on it. I mean, I ended up putting washi on it, but I think I should put some stickers. So this is going to be my physical TBR. It's books that I own that I need to read, and then I'm going to list them all out. Later I want to come back and write in a good amount of the books that I own that I actually plan on reading soon, because I have so many books that I don't think it would fit in 2 pages. It'd be nice to see what I accomplished throughout the year, the books I own like currently from the beginning of the year. So there we go. Got a little physical TBR, put nice washi in there. I think I put, no, I'm just going to put lines and just write over each line. Maybe I'll do check marks. I'm not sure yet. Tell me what you think. I think it turned out pretty cute though, and just like a nice simple page for this spread. Then we come to my series tracker. I don't read many series usually, but I've been wanting to read more and just get more into reading fantasy, and fantasy a lot of the time comes in series. So, and there are a couple other ones. Napoleonic, that is not the name of it. Neapolitan, I think it's called, series, the one by Elena Ferrante, that I want to end up reading the whole thing of. I only end up putting the Stormlight Archives in here because I'm like, Rachel, you're gonna read some of it. So I'm gonna just go ahead and write that in now, Stormlight Archives, just to give you an idea of what I plan on doing. I'm gonna put these boxes, and just, there are 4 books so far, so I'm going to color in the boxes that I've read. I read the first one, but I plan on rereading it, so I just planned on not coloring it in because I listen to the audiobook. But anyways, this next spread is my hauled. It's the books that I buy throughout the year. Hopefully I don't buy too many books and I don't fill this whole thing out, you know? That's definitely a goal, not to fill it out, and to be more conscious of what I'm buying, because I'd like to buy what I'm actually going to read. So there you go. That's the end of that page, and it's kind of cute with my little moon stuff on there. So on we go. And these are going to be the last 2 pages that I'm going to show you. It's my read days and my month tracker. So with my read days, I want to fill in each day that I actually read. I'm not going to color code it by how many pages or anything like that. I just kind of want to track that I am reading and not taking off all sorts of days, which really I do take off a good amount of days from reading. So there you go, read days. And I'm just going to fill out this little chart that I didn't complete, but at least got it, like the groundworks for it, done beforehand. So I'm going to skip through this in a second because There are just too many lines. So there you go. I got a little smudge on there because it wouldn't be messy, or it wouldn't be me if it wasn't a little messy, and I can't help myself. If you can see my hands, you'll see that they are covered in ink, and I've had to wash my hands so many times throughout this video because I literally put my hand on the ink pad, or I put the whole journal on the ink pad at a point. That was pretty funny. Had to smudge that off, but here I am just putting a cute little thing on the side because I'm like, I don't know what's gonna go there, so I'm just gonna fill it in. So on this side, it's just my monthly tracker to see how many books I read each month, whether they're physical, audio. I think I put ebook, but I also put library because I'd really like to know how many books I'm reading that I own versus how many books that I'm reading that are from the library. Because I think it's primarily library books that I read, even though I own so many. So I'm like, maybe I need to be reading more that I own. I tried to put these lines in, but then I was like, Rachel, you can't put lines, remember? So I'm going to use this line paper instead and just make a little chart. And I think it turned out really cute even with the background of those lines because it added a certain flavor to it. So it's going to be like all the months, and then I'll go down with each of the categories as well. Just trying to measure them all out. I have so much of my supplies just laying around because I'm like, this isn't going to be perfect, you know? I can't help myself. I'm going to paste that on there. Turns out pretty cute. Then I do a little washi. And then I'm like, wait a second, I need more washi throughout this journal, don't I? Oh, and I forgot to put the numbers down the side, or fill them in, and I forgot to put the months on the bottom, because the top didn't have enough room for that, so that's how we're doing that. So, washi there, nice and cute. Another one there. A little pop of color. And I was like, wait a second, I need a little more here. I just bought some new stickers today too, so hopefully I'll use those in this as well. And there we go. I'm going to take you through a little walkthrough now. Ooh, whoopsies. Moonlight Library. Index page. Red shelf. I'm really excited about this one. It's going to be fun to fill in the books I read. Kind of love how this turned out with me just using the line paper. Best book of the month. I don't know what I'm going to put in that blank area. Physical TBR. Cute. Series tracker and hold. And then Read Days a Month tracker. Yeah. So I hope you enjoyed this. If you have any suggestions, let me know. I'll probably give little updates as to what I'm doing. And that's it. You know? Thanks for watching this.